Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Influencers Being Absolutely Delusional. We're going to get right into it. We've got some food influencers, we've got some Michelin star restaurants that scream scam. It screams rich people want to cosplay as poor. It screams that rich people will pay for anything as long as poor people can't afford it. Let's get to it. This reminds me of my queen, Tomato Girl. That's what I'm going to call her from now on, Tomato Girl. How are we calling a piece of leaf, a piece of lettuce, a snack? Firstly, I didn't know that I was a rabbit. I didn't know that I was a rabbit. I didn't know that I live off the bare minimum. That is literally what I call waiting on paycheck to airdrop. You know, I haven't got my money yet, I haven't got my wages, so I'm having to go into the fridge and find what's available. I think that this girl would have the ultimate breakdown if she ever heard of a salad. Salads, this girl would be mind blown because there's not only lettuce, tomato, cucumber, maybe even throwing some mozzarella, maybe some croutons. Maybe even some croutons. I feel like she would lose her mind because what the fuck is that? I was equally as disgusted when I saw the spoon. The spoon drizzling across some seasoning. To me, it looked a bit like salt and pepper. But I forget, salt and pepper. Whoa, I have money. Don't step to me, okay? Because what is that? If I went to my friend's house and she handed me some lettuce as dinner, as a snack, I would actually disown her. We are no longer friends. I've left the house and I've actually gone and got a warrant so that we can never see each other again. Don't call me, don't text me. You disrespected Joshi at that point. I don't understand how that's a viral snack. That is literally just a piece of fucking lettuce. I could go get a leaf from the bush outside, sprinkle some salt and pepper, and all of a sudden I'm an influencer. Fuck that, I am an influencer. I have some lettuce in my fridge. Let's get it. Okay guys, this is my new viral snack, okay? This is when I can't be bothered to cook. It's so delicious and it's so iconic. So right here we have our lettuce. I have some salt all the way from the Salt Sea Lake in Marbella. Not even Marbella, it's from the Maldives. We just sprinkle it on. And I don't have enough money to afford a lemon, but you don't need a lemon when you have this, okay? Who needs a pizza? Oh, that was everything. I'm so full. Bad thing is, guys, if I was to have discovered this during like 2010 Tumblr, I would have gone into breakdown mode. Someone would have had to have restrained me because seeing a girl eat some leaf and call it a snack whilst I'm eating my Big Mac McDonald's, it would have sent me into psychosis. Now, I thought that was the original. I did a little digging because I love food. And to me, that's actually fucking crazy. You belong in a psychotic home, okay? You belong to be with the grippy socks. That's what you belong, okay? That wasn't the original. This is the original.
This has been my favorite savory late night snack lately. It's almost 12. I need to go to bed, but I needed something savory and really sour. So I made this deconstructed salad. I do this quite a lot when I'm really lazy to chop up some lettuce. So I take some romaine, take it off, wash it. I also do this with Little Gem. I like a salad that holds that like cup shapes. Squeeze some lemon on top, olive oil, salt and pepper, and a load of Parmesan cheese. I didn't do that today because it was all out.
There's so much to break down here. Number one, a deconstructed salad. How about at this point I start doing deconstructed cheese and it's just milk, some butter. Deconstructed cereal, it's milk, a bit of granola. Deconstructed steak, it's just a cow that I saw in a farm. Why does everything have to be deconstructed? This is the most relatable she's ever been to me. You might love Nara Smith. But to me, she's like so far gone. Because that's the only thing she's ever shown that I can afford a bit of lettuce. I can't afford shit. The Parmesan cheese is for when I'm feeling like I want to be a chef. Like, you will only catch me buying that when I feel like I want to like role play as a rich person, the same way they role play as us. Deconstructed salad, it's a fucking leaf. It's a bit of lettuce. I could literally go to Aldi. I will not shut the fuck up about Aldi. I could go to Aldi and I will spend 50p on a bit of lettuce. And that's it. Why am I just going to go munch lettuce? Don't get me wrong. Comparison. She's skinny, okay? She is skinny. But a lettuce as a snack? Whoever heard of a bit of like beans on toast? For my Americans out there, beans on toast is actually beautiful. You do it the right way, it's beautiful. If you haven't had it properly, you will not understand the logic. But beans on toast is beautiful. What if I want to munch on some sausages? I just had 2 sausages for dinner. I'm not going to go into the fridge, get out some leaves. Have we lost our mind? She drizzled a bit of pepper, salt, olive oil. And I don't understand the obsession with drizzling olive oil on everything. If I wanted to drink some olive oil, I'll just go get the bottle and neck it. And even that's expensive as fuck. Oil is expensive as fuck. Damn. You see me cooking with that shit, I'm using a tiny bit. Whoa. The only time you'll catch me eating some lettuce like that is when I've hit rock bottom. My bank is crying. I'm crying looking at my bank. And then guess what? Some lettuce sounds good to me. That's when it sounds delicious. I'll eat some lettuce. And then the next day when I get paid, I'll make up for it by going Taco Bell. And the thing is, if you watch Nara Smith, I've watched a couple of videos. That is the closest thing that I could follow. I could name something like, I don't know, buttermilk pancakes with bacon, egg, and maybe even some truffle. She's got all the ingredients to handmade it. I want some barbecue, jerky, strawberry pancakes. She would have the recipe for that. It would cost more than my rent, but she would have the recipe for that. That is the closest thing I can follow. And I just did. Bit of lettuce, bit of salt and pepper. And I'm living like an LA influencer.
Chicken tender review at Surf Lodge. $150 for this little platter. This is amazing. It's worth every penny of whatever guy's table this is. Like, this is amazing.
Why don't these rich people just send to me and you? I could do with $150. I would be grateful. I would be grateful for that $150. And I will serve you some chicken tenders. I will serve you some air fry, 5-star, Michelin star chicken tenders that I got from Iceland. And for my Americans that don't know what Iceland is, it is the land of frozen food. I would serve her some chicken tenders. She wouldn't know the difference. Let's be real. I would serve her some chicken tenders. Maybe I would even add a couple of zeros onto that price. She'd probably pay it, but I would do that. What is so iconic and worth the price of $150 for some chicken tenders? They look dry as fuck. They look like they were air fried frozen. The fuck?
Chicken tender review at Surf Lodge. $150 for this little platter. This is amazing.
They served it with ketchup as well, which is even more crazy to me. Girl, that whole meal is less than $20 at a local food store. There are people starving. Oh, guys. Let me break it down, okay? Not to get depressing. My mom chose a crackhead over me at 18. I've been homeless since I've been 18. I don't have any family support. And the idea that someone is spending $150 on some chicken, some air fried chicken, that's £2, is crazy. These people are on drugs. And they say that the rich eat better. I'm convinced they just eat the same as me and you and just pay more for it. If they're paying more for it, they're better than us. They won't feel poor if they're paying the same amount. What's so amazing about it? If I spent $150 on some chicken tenders, you're going to find me floating in the pool. You're going to find me floating in the pool. The lifeguard has to come save me because I've tried to leave this planet for whatever dumb decision I just made. And I just know that the owners, whoever made this, who set this system up is laughing. They're laughing in their mansion. They're thinking, wow, these rich people are dumb as fuck. And you know what? I would love to see her face when I tell her about McDonald's. There's this place called McDonald's. They do chicken nuggets for like $5. And they're really fucking good, and they give you some sweet and sour sauce and everything. She would probably have a stroke right in front of me. But actually, no, she probably wouldn't enjoy it because it's poor people food. It's poor people food. Me and you can afford it. We are fucking trash. Now, if I didn't think things could get worse, okay? This is the same people that if they saw a Mexican person selling something on the side of the road, they would literally call it trash. They would be like, ew. This is the same people. Bear that in mind when I show this video, okay?
Spent $80 on tortillas. I was on a waiting list for weeks and they're finally here. So let's make a breakfast burrito. They have all different flavors. I ordered pork flour tortillas. I haven't eaten the big ones yet. And really quick because I have to be at therapy in 10 minutes in person. First, you cook.
Firstly, you need therapy for the fact that you've just spent $80 on some tortillas. Let that sink in, sister. If anything, this videos show me that I'm not taking up my scam personality enough. I could be scamming these white people. And I hate to say white people, I'm sorry white girls, but these white people, these rich white people. I could literally take a bit of my fart, scoop it up into a perfume and say that it's air from like an English descendant. I could say that it's air from the princess of fucking Mars. I could take a leaf. I could sprinkle some caca and say that it will give you like special abilities. Add on a couple of zeros and they've just had shit. And they'd be happy to pay that. Because guess what? As long as their credit card gets accepted, they're better than me and you.
And really quick because I have to be at therapy in 10 minutes in person. First, you cook them on the stove. I'm going to put mine on an open flame. Gorgeous fresh tortilla. And I'm going to put in some eggs. I got 2 strips of bacon. I made breakfast potatoes. Wow. Okay, that is looking quite beautiful. Going to grate some cheddar. Shreddy cheddy. Kind of brings it all together. And then the most important part is the roll. Oh, baby. You know I'm good at that. All right, typically I would put it back on the stove top like this, but who has the time?
That's $80 in her mouth. That is actually $80 in her mouth. She could have gone to the local Mexican store, but she don't want to support any Mexicans, let's be real. She wants to go get a company rich on scamming. These were made in Kansas. When I think of Kansas, I think of Wizard of Oz. Is that bad? This has to be rage bait. This is consumerism final boss. This is you are a dumb bitch. But she didn't want to support that local Mexican family. She wanted to support this company. She wanted to be scammed. There was a waiting list for these tortillas. There's something clearly. They must have been putting in gold liquid into these tortillas. I am homeless, okay? I am actually homeless, and there is people on this planet spending $80 on tortillas. She could have made them herself. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Me and you can't afford bills, but there are people on this planet paying $80 for tortillas. And as a fellow half white person, it's white people. I'm sorry, it's white people. We are the problem. We are the problem. Water, some salt, $80. And they actually hit pay. They actually got their card. Shoo. Whoa. I'm actually nearly crying. Guys, this is a Michelin star restaurant serving carbonara pasta, yeah? That is how much, you know, when you're cooking, right? And you keep having to taste the sauce. That is how much I taste when I'm tasting the pasta sauce. I will get the pot of boiling pasta and scoop out some, add a bit of the sauce. I'm making excuses at this point as to why I have to eat it. And that's how much I taste, just to try it. If I am having a pasta dish and they pass me 10 pieces of pasta, the whole restaurant's going up. The whole restaurant is going up, because where the fuck is my pasta? They think because they're putting it out in this cheap ass glass, by the way, it's cheap as fuck, and doing this little hand movement, that automatically adds on 3 zeros onto the price. Where is my pasta? Where is my cheese? Where is my bread? I'm not even trying to shit, one bite and that's gone. Literally like, one bite and it's gone. Where is my pasta? I know the chef's eating it back there. I know he's having a nice lunch right now. Get the rest of my fucking pasta right now. There isn't even any meat in it. I literally just see pasta sauce. There's no cheese, no meat. That's a scam. That is one bite of food. That's literally just for me to test if I enjoy the pasta. That is literally just me when I'm feeling a bit bored. That's what I will eat when I'm bored. And what's sad is that that portion is the same price as my rent. That's the same price as the debt I'm in. I'm in the wrong business. I should just be conning these rich people at this point. I will become Scammer 2026. I want everyone to remember this face. At the end of 2026, when they talk about the biggest scammer of the world, it's me. I'm going to go scam these white people. That is one pasta. That is one pasta. When I cook pasta, I'm doing 3/4 of the bag. I'm a fat bitch. Sorry. That is one pasta shell. That is one pasta shell. Then they got a bit of Dior. That is one pasta shell. Then they got a bit of Dior and they sprayed it. They didn't even spray the pasta. Hold up. Okay, guys, I'm at this Michelin star restaurant. They've brought me out this pasta here. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's actually made out of the Queen's pussy. And then they spray it with this. Iconic. That's so worth 1 month's rent to you poor fuckers. How are you going to charge me that much money and not give me the whole bag of pasta? There's going to be an issue. This is why I couldn't go to these restaurants, because I'm going to be sat there, he brings it out to me, I'm going to laugh in his face. Is that just for me to taste? Is that just because the chef wants to make sure it's cooked? Where's my pasta? Where is my pasta? And the thing is, I know that these people, once they've finished eating, they're going to go home and have a Mackey's. Don't lie, you're going to go home, have a Mackey's, have some chicken nuggets, have some fucking Big Mac. Give me that Big Mac right now. Give it to me. I'm starving. I'm starving. That's a noodle. That's a single strain of a noodle. And I'm thinking how I'm going to survive. I've spent my human existence knowing how to survive. And there's people eating a noodle and paying for it. The sad part is that they pay for it. They actually pay for it. If there's anyone in the comments viewing this video, if you want to scam white people with me, we can make a business deal together. €300 for some pasta. That's like a big shop to me. Like, that's a big food shop for me. €300 for some pasta. That'll cash you That would cost you a £5 at the shop to make. And you could probably make it tastier. That's what I think of that. Because how are we spending people's monthly budget on 3 pieces of pasta? You know, the thing is, they could pay me $1,000 and I will make it 5 pieces of pasta for you. And it'll be tastier. And I'll even offer some entertainment at the same time. I will even sing and dance for you. I will become a jester. I will do that for you. Because I can't afford rent. I can't afford it. I'm broke. I'm broke. Hold up though, I forgot there's bread as well. Whoa. The price makes sense. There's some bread as well. That is a soup with a bit of pasta in it. €300. €300. We need to bring back shame. We need to bring back shame so that these people feel disgusted with what they're doing. Why did 20,000 staff members come out to do that little... Is it a carrot? It looks like a carrot to me. Why did 20,000 members of staff come out to do that carrot dish? And I'm sure that the whole price you paid covers their salary for the month. Why did they all come out? It's giving group project. Let's all split it apart so that we've all got an equal part. We all contributed. And I just know that that service price, that was through the roof, wasn't it? Because they all had to come out and do their big one. I would have felt pissed off if like I had a shit roll. If I weren't like, if that was me, I'd want to be that guy that did the little drizzle of the brown. I think it was like some soy sauce or some honey, like teriyaki. I'm gonna make it up. I would have wanted to have been him. It felt like he had the most important role. You know what I mean? Like aesthetically wise. But what the fuck? The only thing missing from that is that the owner should have come out and did a big fart on it. That should have been the aroma. He comes out and farts on it. Exquisite. The price makes sense if he was to have farted on it. Hold on, not even that. That would have been gone in one bite. I would have, as they're all coming out, I would have gone and fucked it up. And then they're like, hold up. Lady, we didn't add the gold sprinkle. We didn't add the drizzle. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were done. I was hungry. I ain't eaten since lunch. I was fucking hungry. If that was me paying for that, I best dig to the middle. There's diamonds in it. I best have dug to the middle and there's a bunch of oil. Oil that I can sell and become rich. There must have been diamonds. There must have been ruby sapphires. There must have been £10,000 at the bottom. Because why did the whole shop come out just to present that to me? Present a carrot. Horses don't get that treatment.
First bites, here we go.
Fruits on the vine.
You know it's fresh when it's still got the plant attached to it.
Flower delivery for me.
Oh, flower delivery. I love this one. Thank you. Talk about fresh. Crunch factor, flavor. We got it all today. Oh, and another round.
Rich people are bored. I'm certain of that. Rich people are so bored that they will spend money on anything. But they won't give to the poor because that's fucking icky. You're going to give to a poor person. Ew, they could have earned that themselves. That is a bunch of ingredients for a meal. Why am I being passed ingredients to make my own meal? Why am I being told that tomatoes are ultimately like iconic if they've got the little vine on it? My boyfriend grows shit in the garden. He grew some tomatoes. So all we need to do is move to LA and then we'll be millionaires.
Hi there.
Lunchbox pepper and ginger.
Welcome back.
Yeah, great to be back.
fresh and preserved habanero peppers.
Vegan cheese.
Beautiful.
This can't be fucking real. This can't be real. I feel like I'm watching a restaurant that's like launched in the apocalypse. They've launched in a nuclear war and they're showing like, wow, we have the last bits of freshness available. That's a singular half pepper on a plate. What?
Never ends. Look how crazy this table is filling up. They bring so much out.
There's a couple of vegetables. I have the exact same vegetables in my fridge. Hold up, guys. This is the exact shit they're selling. They are putting this on a plate and saying that it's bougie because it's grown in a farm. Where was this grown? What is this? He's saying that this shit, he's saying that this is bougie. That's some ingredients. Hold up. That's $1,400, sir. This is fresh from the farm and the Garden of Eden. Fucking pay your bill. Contactless, please.
Filling up. They bring so much out. I get so excited. Where to begin?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. I cannot afford bills. I can't afford bills. Fucking hate rich people. I'm sorry, I hate them. I hate the rich people. I hate them.
Lemon tarragon. White chocolate. Say lavender black currant. White chocolate Russian tea cookies. Mini beulah. Peppermint sandwiches. Lemon curd. Black currant zephyr. Crema Earl Grey ice cream. Nitro fudge.
Am I meant to eat off the table? Because all I can imagine is the table's there. Is that what being rich is? Like, that you just like, you can afford to not have basic like etiquette and manners. So like, the ingredients she's using are the most basic. I could go melt some dairy milk, get all artistic with it. That's $1,000 in LA. Why we give them our time and day. Our time and day is money, guys. It's money. I feel ashamed that this is the world that we live in. I actually feel ashamed that the world that we live in, people like me and you, we are meant to go without. We're meant to go through life suffering. And then there's people eating ice cream off a table and getting a chili and calling it bougie. Have we lost our mind?
Something very simple because I got food poisoning last night. We'll start off with some sesame beef dumplings. Another one to keep the numbers even. Eggs, mine are poached and David's are scrambled. To top that off, we have some caviar. One's from Golden Goat. Never learned how to use a caviar key properly. There's sturgeon, kaluga, and 2 types of osetra. We're gonna add some on the side for seasoning.
Don't even know what the fuck that means. Low key. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Yeah, that's how broke I am. Cheers. You know what the thing is, after a hangover, what I'm going to eat is the greasiest fucking thing I can find. Pour grease on a plate. I'm going to lick it. But no, hold up. Caviar, shrimp. Can these people go into the fucking bin? This girl needs to go into the bin. I would love to see them broke. I would fucking love to see them broke living off some noodle sandwiches. I would love it. She wants to talk about she's never learned to use a caviar key thing, spoon, bump. Bitch, I ain't even laid eyes on it. I ain't learned either. I have not learned either. The only thing I've learned how to do is to add up the shop prices as I go. Is to add up the ingredient prices as I go to make sure that I have enough in my savings. That's what I learned how to do. I hate these people. Caviar for seasoning. How about just some salt and pepper? How about one of these bad boys? These are apparently bougie enough. I'm going to regret that, guys. I am living off air fried food so these people can have caviar as seasoning. Wow. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm actually feeling quite enraged right now. I fucking hate these people. I hate them. I actually hate them. I can't get it out enough. I hate them. Me and you deserve to be living our lives. We deserve to be living our lives. and having caviar as seasoning. I fucking hate these rich people. The thing is, I will support any of you. I will support any of you so that you can have caviar as seasoning. Fuck these people. Fuck them. Me and you have to go to work tomorrow, right? I'm too enraged. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will be bringing more. Please like, share, subscribe. And remember, and I will always say, fuck the rich. Peace.